So I was thinking about my life before I moved here to the US. For those who don't know, I moved from Indonesia to the US almost 2 years ago. Um, it was for school. I moved here as a junior, now I'm a senior. So I moved like mid high school, I guess, from Indonesia to here, which is not really like something you hear a lot. Um, yeah, I was thinking about what I wish I had, could, what I wish I could have done before, and I say the number one thing is to be close with my, to get closer with my youngest brother. I have two brothers. Um, I have two younger brothers. The first younger brother is like 2 years below me, 2 years younger than me, and the other one is 6 years younger than me. So I was quite close. I grew up with my second younger brother. Wait. No. The younger brother 2 years below me. Um, I grew up with him, so I was quite close to him, and I'm still am. But my other younger brother is 6 years below me. Um, I wasn't really close with him at all. Um, I, I mean, I have to admit that I bullied him a lot. We, um, I often like, I was, I mean, sorry. When I was young, I was immature as well. And I was too immature to realize that he was just a baby and he's just a kid. And then, sorry. He's just a kid, and kids like to make trouble, and like, and are still selfish people, right? And yeah, I guess I was too immature to realize that, and I would always get mad at him. I would even hit him, and make him cry all the time, and that was probably one of the factors is to not make us close. Um, but yeah, he's a really sweet boy. Uh, we still don't talk, or I don't know. It's always so awkward between us. And I remember the last year before I moved, um, I tried to commit to myself to like at least get closer to him. But by then, because the years before that, I was already like, I would always like make him mad, and I would always be mad at him for like like the smallest reasons. And I started to like see that as like something that's like so stupid of me. Um, yeah, but yeah, the last year I committed to try and get closer to him, but something that made it very hard was that he already had this idea of me of being like a bully, basically. So that he never really wanted to like hang out with me. He was actually quite close to my other brother, which makes sense because like their ages are closer, and because my other brother is actually kind of nicer to him compared to me. Um, but yeah, I guess he had this idea that I was like a someone who would always get angry at him, and that every time I would be around him, I would always have some reason to get mad at him. And you know, looking at it from his perspective, I guess it makes sense. I would not want to hang out with someone doesn't who always gets mad for the smallest things. Um, and as I was thinking about that, I, um, I just felt really bad, man. Like, right now he just plays his games with his friends or like alone. I mean, at that time, he used to play a lot of games on his own. Um, and I would always play my own games, and like there was no way of us getting like close or anything. Like we didn't do stuff at all together, and like I would always tell myself, actually this is really good. I always tell myself, you know, if he got older, maybe he would be easier to talk to. And it's funny because I probably had that thought maybe like as I was when I was maybe 10 years old and he was 4. You know, there was probably when I started like getting pissed all the time because of him. Maybe like oh he broke my toy maybe, or like he can't stop crying, or like he deleted some of my photos, like the shittiest like reasons. And like um wait, sorry, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, now he's turning 11 actually, and I'm wait, no, he's turning 12, my bad. He's turning 12 this year and I'm turning 18 this year. And then like the same thought of him like oh if he's older then he'll understand. It's still like um it's still wait, what's the word? It still applies, you know? It still applies to that, and like it feels really weird because like I was 10 at the time when I thought about that, and now he's turning 12, and now it's and still 6 when I'm 18 too, and like man, I just wish I could have um been a lot more mature, but at the same time I couldn't like blame myself all because like I was just a kid as well. Um, I was still growing up, and I was still selfish as a kid. And, you know, kids are also selfish when they're young. But yeah, I just wish I could have made more effort to at least like made more compromises. Wait, is that the word? Or like adjusted my wants with his wants, and like um, you know, tried and make an effort to get closer to him. Cause man, I really feel bad about his childhood. Like he didn't really have like a side to side brother or like sibling to grow up with, which is something that I had. And like man, I just like he's not close with any cousins too, because there aren't really any cousins who is the same age with him. Maybe there's one or two, but we're not that close. But man, I just wanted to get that off my chest, and I feel really sorry for him. Seriously, I can't even apologize for that. Like that's just too much of a sin of me. Um, but yeah, that's just something I wanted to get off my chest. So um, yeah, I really hope we can get closer in the future. Seriously, but I mean, he's doing great right now. He has some good friends, I think, and you know he's getting into some hobbies, and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate of him trying to find some happiness on his own. But I really wish I could have um, added to had it. I really wish I could have added some effort to make him more happy, and like had the childhood that um, could have made him a better person. I'm not sorry. It could have made him a happier person. Not yeah, yeah. I think that's it. But yeah, this is something I've been thinking about. But yeah, thanks for listening, and hope I see you guys again someday.